So here you go, guys, it's Rick Shiels down here at Quest Golf Academy here at Prairie Sports Village, and we're going to start doing some lesson videos of guys who've come down to have lessons with us at Quest Golf Academy. This is Paul Clegg, and we've made some incredible changes to Paul's swing in just 2 lessons. He had one just before Christmas, and then this is his new one just after Christmas. The first lesson was all about education of why Paul doesn't hit the ball very far. Paul would often add too much loft at contact, hit the ball too high, and as a real result would fat it. In fact, I can show you that very quickly now. Let me show you this first. So I've got a good camera angle's a bit skewy. If this was the first lesson, and we see here that there's an obvious increase of loft coming into the contact. So we can see this angle is being lost on the left wrist. The loft on this club is just unbelievable. You know, for a 7-iron, that's coming off like a 9-iron loft. And unless we hit the ground behind the ball, if we didn't, we'd just hit the ball very high and not really very far. So, the end of last lesson, we talked loads about getting the shaft leaning forward. We took it down to just half swings initially, just to get that feeling first. And I would always advocate that. If any time you're trying to actually change something at contact, it's very difficult to do it at full speed. So you drop the speed down, do some half swings, and all we were focused on hitting super low ball flights with good connection. And what we can see straight away was the difference of the shaft coming into the ball. And it was just the idea of keeping that loft low. When we kept that loft low, the ball was coming out on these half swings, 100 yards, but really, really low. What I was explaining to Paul is what we need to do then is increase the speed to actually gain the height. So that was the 22nd of December. Today, Paul walks in, and to my absolute delight, this is his first swing today. And I'm always delighted when I see students come back and they've really worked hard on the swing changes. This was today. The difference between before and after is incredible. I'm so impressed with this shaft lean, it's untrue. So, that was that done. We did a bit more practice on that. We got the swing a little bit longer, and we got the feeling that the shaft was really starting to lean forward and also increase the speed. We were starting to knock balls out there like 120 odd yards, but not really trying. That was the exciting bit. We weren't trying to hit the ball hard at that stage. But then I want to show you what we did with the backswing, because I'm so impressed with this change today. Where was the one that I wanted to show you? I had it all loaded up and I changed my mind of what I was going to show you first. Just 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. Right. This was lesson 1 on the left hand side. You'll see some changes of swing direction as we go back here. As the club moves back, it would very quickly go back on the inside. And you can see I've drawn that yellow circle around the club head when the shaft is parallel to the ground. What was happening then is from the top of the swing there was a noticeable loop coming this way. But actually, the downswing, when I was measuring it on the launch monitor, and when we were visually just seeing the downswing, it wasn't over the top. It was actually producing numbers that was hitting more from the inside. My concern was how much it was looping. This change of direction is very difficult to manage. Very difficult indeed. So, what we did today, well, it was quite incredible actually. I just wanted to change the backswing today. I didn't think we'd get backswing and downswing done in one lesson. I thought it was quite ambitious, but Paul, played a lot of professional sports in the past, and certainly a very keen snooker player. Just awareness, hand-eye coordination sometimes overrides a lot of the instruction, which made our job a lot easier today. So as you can see on the screen here, hopefully you can just make that out. I put a white golf ball. We normally hit yellow balls here at the range. There's a white golf ball just on the outside of the club head. And what I was saying to Paul, between this period, between the club head behind the ball and the white ball, I want you to draw a direct straight line back to that white ball. And in this area, there is a speed limit. So between where the ball is sat behind the ball and this white ball, there is a speed limit. You cannot break that speed limit, and that means going back really slow. And Paul absolutely delivered. We see a completely different takeaway. Completely. Now my concern there at first was we were going to see a loop. My concern was we went back to there, got it good. Oops. Got it good to here, but I was expecting to see the traditional looping action, which would then be way, way, way outside, which was something that I was prepared for and something I was ready to fix. Paul surprised me. He really did. So much better in the backswing now. So much better. And then watch this. Look at the difference. There's hardly a difference. There is hardly a difference. In fairness, actually, I think one of the video clips even got closer than that. And the strike was just outrageous. The straightness of the ball flight was outrageous. The fact that the swing wasn't changing so dramatically. I then asked Paul the question, how far do you want to hit a 7-iron? And he went, oh, I'm not sure. And I said, well, the average distance for a 7-iron for the UK 17 handicapper is 138 yards. And he was like, oh my God, I'd love to get to that. We absolutely smashed that today. We were comfortably hitting golf shots 145 to 148 yard carry distances. Let's say those numbers right. 145 to 148 carry distances. So 10 yards more than they expected. And just easy as well. That's what I was dead impressed with. It was so easy the way he was hitting the golf shots. Paul, I know you'll be watching this. You did an amazing job today. You made my life a lot easier because you did things so quickly. But I also really like the feedback I was getting from you today. It made my job a lot easier when you're telling me about the idea of what's the right wording for it? You were making me aware of how much information you could actually take on board at each stage, which made my coaching a lot easier. Guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. We're going to be doing lots more over the next year. Myself, Pete Finch and James Goddard are going to be posting more on Quest Golf. If you enjoyed the video, click thumbs up. If you ever want coaching from us down here, you can jump on the link down below and book as you please. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.